Following an impressive Week 2 victory for the Go-Getters, will Antonio Bennett and Cristiano continue to run towards victory? We'll soon know as we bring you America's hottest sports program, ChaoEmperor Week 3. And here is your host, Jim Perkins. Thank you, David, and welcome to another fine edition of ChaoEmperor. We promise you great races tonight, so let's get things started by reviewing our points total after 2 weeks. David, it's your honor. Alright, Jim, in third place with 6 points, we have the wonderful Chris Schneider. The 2 superstars tied for second place with 7 points each are the Steel Curtain, Aaron Miller, and Justin Garmiti. And our current leader with so far a total of 10 points is Antonio Bennett. Back to you, Jim. Thanks, Dave, and we will present our first 2 races of the week right after this message. Don't go away. Okay, our opening race will feature the Bobby Maynard, Bobby K, Garrett Dayton, Zach Allison, and Ryan Chappell. Congratulations to Garrett Dayton on a job well done last week. We just hope we do it again this week. Simon Leach is our director for this episode. Alex Noy is the writer. Verizon is our sponsor for today, and this race has been supervised by Sam Review. Okay, Jim, let's get the show on the road. Alright, so are these 4 ready to go? Yes, we are. Well, then good luck to all 4 of you. Let's start the race. Here we go. Week 3 is underway, and it looks like Ryan Chappell is going west. Now we'll give Bobby K, Garrett Dayton, and Zach Allison the opening edge. They're neck to neck for the best position so far. Let's see who will have the upper hand here. And Garrett Dayton and Zach Allison are heading towards the water. Number 8 is going west. Who's gonna get the opening toss? It's the Bobby Maynard who gets the opening toss. But our big winner, taking a shortcut, it's Garrett Dayton. Another fine win for Garrett Dayton, the Gangnam Style dancer. What a deal. The next bus will be made by number 8. He's going to move up a couple of places. Number 2 is getting all alone in last place, ladies and gentlemen. And the last bus of the day will be made by number 1. He finishes in 5th place. The Bobby Maynard Bobby K came in 2nd, and number 7 wraps up the top 3. So a big congratulations to Garrett Dayton. Another fine win to start off Week 3 of ChaoEmperor. Moving on to race number 2, it will feature the Metal Fusionist, Chao Pickles, Raymond Hill, Efron Kingsley, and Vince Dayson. A job well done to both Raymond Hill and Vince Dayson on earning their victories last week. Let's find out if either one of them can keep up with the pace in Week 3 of ChaoEmperor 2014. Okay, Jim. Alright, so are these 4 ready to go? Yes, we are. Well then, good luck. Please, start the race! Alright, let's see what happens this time. Raymond Hill and Efron Kingsley are going west. That means Chao Pickles and Vince Dayson will have control of this match. They have the upper hand at this point. Vince Dayson is battling number 2 for the lead. Chao Pickles is safely in 3rd place. Efron Kingsley and Raymond Hill are starting to catch up a little bit. And the first superstar to get the speed buzz is the Metal Fusionist, Chao Pickles. And he's swimming in the water like crazy. And the next one may be made by number 7. And you can tally on 1 point for Vince Dayson. He took a shortcut just like Garrett Dayton. So he is the winner of this race. And the next will be made by number 1, who desperately needed some catching up to do. And Chao Pickles will take a safe 2nd place, as number 1 will close this race out with back-to-back speed buzz. So, Vince Dayson wins this one, and we'll be right back with more ChaoEmperor after these messages. Alright, next race will feature Max Alexandersberg, Rusty Williamson, our favorite policeman, Derek to play, and Joe Factory. Wesley Williamson did a great job teaming up with Jessica Meany to get the win last week. Let's see if he'll do it again this week. Jim! Alright, good luck to all 4 of you. Let's make this one a classic. Please start the race. Alright, let's see what happens here. Max Santa's is going to rest, so let's watch these 3. They're running wild on the outside for a moment, and Derek pauses for a moment, giving Wesley Williamson and Joe Factory the upper hand. Max Santa's needs some serious catching up to do, and some Chao are going to rest. Derek to play was going to rest, and Derek to play is getting all in last place, ladies and gentlemen. Will he catch up? We'll find out soon enough. The first to start to get speed boost is number 1. It's currently in 5th place. And Rusty Williamson, the honorary policeman, is running wild down the aisles. And Max Santa's has command of the lead, as Derek to play will have the next command of the speed bus. Max trying to hold off Rusty Williamson, and it looks like he will if he keeps it up. And the big winner is Max Santa's. That's 1 point for Max, and that's followed by Rusty Williamson and Derek to play. And Joe Factory will wrap up the race. Congratulations to Max Santa's on a job well done getting the win this week, and we'll play some more. The last race of the Amethyst Division will feature Joe Furman, Rusty Instant Replay Jackington, Eric Crosby, and Gary Coles. Not too bad for Gary Coles, as he takes home the win last week, teaming up with an allied partner to win a $50 iTunes gift card for being the winning partner. Jim, alright, so are these 4 ready to go? Yes we are. Well then, good luck. Please start the race. Alright, let's see what happens. As always, these Chao are running wild down the aisles, but only 1 will be the best of each race. And it looks like Gary Coles has the lead in the current moment, with Joel Furman battling for second with number 7. It's a close one so far. Number 1 will have the opening toss. Some Chao are going to scream, dum dum dum. And number 1 pauses for a moment, as the next speed bus will be made by Joel Furman. And it looks like number 2 will finish in 1st place. Let's see what happens this time. Joel Furman and Gary Coles are battling for the best position in this race. And number 7 will have the next command of the speed bus. Gary Coles has the best position. He gets 1 point towards qualifying. Joel Furman takes 3rd place. And Rusty Jackington will be a miracle to survive, but it won't happen. He will retain last place. Gary Coles is the winner of this race with 2nd. We'll be right back with more fun and games, but first, take a look at this. Alright, moving on to the Sapphire portion of the week. First up, it will feature Frank Funataro, Kyle Leachman, Dallas Damaso Garano, and Will Linkson. A big congratulations to Frank, Kyle, and Will for securing last week's victories. We'll find out if one of them will keep it up in this race. Jim, alright, so are these 4 Chao ready to go? Yes we are. Well then, good luck to all 4 of you. Let's have a Chao race. Alright, they're running wild on the aisles. Frank Funataro is going to rest, and Kyle Leachman is gone. But here comes Frank Funataro trying to catch up to Kyle Leachman. Wow, what a distance. And there he goes. And the first superstar to get speed boost is number 1. And he's going to move up a couple of places because some Chao are going to rest. And as they climb up the wall, the next speed boost will be made by number 2. Meanwhile, back up in front, Frank Funataro and Kyle Leachman are battling for the lead. And it looks like Kyle Leachman's going to get the victory this time. Next speed bus belongs to number 7, currently battling Will Linkson for 3rd place. And Kyle Leachman will take a point on number 1. Frankfurt on Chao came in second. Number 8 is getting on in last place, as Dallas Domestic Grano is suspended to close this one out. Willingson takes third place. So a big congratulations to Kyle Leachman on another fine victory. Another win for Kyle Leachman. And we're moving on. The next race will feature the license to drive Alvin Heaton, Kenny Days of the Days Brothers, and the Gates of Heaven's Ricky Nelson and Aaron Holmes. The Gates of Heaven did a great job on a tag team last week. This time though, they have to face off against each other. Who's gonna win this race? We'll find out soon enough. Okay, Jim. Alright, so are these 4 Chao ready to go? Yes, we are. Well then, let's make this one a classic. Please start the race. Alright, here we go. Kenny, Ricky, and Alan are going to race. That means Alvin Heaton will have full control of this race. The license to drive, Alvin Heaton has the opening edge. Looks like he might get his first win of the season this time. And the first superstar to get speed bus is Kenny Days, who's trying to tailgate Alvin Heaton for the lead. Number 1 needed some serious help, and he gets some help. But is that going to be enough to stay in the game? Nope, can't happen. And the next speed bus will be made by Aaron Holmes of the Gates of Heaven, currently in 4th place. And the player who is ahead might just take a point on the board. Biggie Nelson has the lead, but hold everything! Alvin Heaton got a speed bus, and he is back in the lead, and he will add a point to his board as the winner. Biggie Nelson will take 2nd place, and Aaron Holmes will take 3rd. And we'll be right back with more excitement right after we hear a word from this logo sponsor. Alright, we're halfway through week 3 of Chao Racing, and the next race will feature Justin Garmini, OJ Upton, Joey Atkinson, and Cody Gisboa. A job well done to Justin Garmini for helping Mustang Williamson get the win last week. We'll see if he will stay hot on week 3 this week. Jim, alright, so are these 4 Chao ready to go? Yes, we are. Good luck to all 4 of you. Please start the race! Alright, so Justin Garmini and Joey Atkinson are going to race, and so is number 7. And it looks like OJ pauses for a moment, and Cody Gisboa was going to race. And OJ has command of this race. Let's see what happens in the early one. Number 7 wins the opening toss, and he's now in 3rd place. And down goes Justin Garmini. And Cody Gisboa taunts as number 8 will have the next command on the speed bus. Joey Atkinson needed some serious catching up to do. He's getting left behind of the crowd. Next speed bus belongs to our leader, OJ Upton. And he's trying to put this one away early. Justin can still survive if he has all the right stuff. And Joey Atkinson looking to stay alive in the competition. Joey Atkinson currently sits at 5th. Cody Gisboa making one last effort to stay in the game, but OJ Upton is your big winner today. He gets 1 point on his qualifying. Cody Gisboa still has a fine finish in 2nd. And Justin Garmini would take a solid 3rd place. OJ Upton takes this one, and we have time for one more race before the next commercial break. Let's do it. This next race will feature Tommy Days, Ireland's Fabulous Warrior Steve Wingman, Alex Carmen, and Chris Nelson. Great job to Alex Carmen and Chris Nelson for getting their victories last week. Will they keep it up this week? We'll find out. Jim, alright, so are these 4 Chao ready to go? Yes, we are. Well then, good luck. Please start the race. Alright, let's see what happens this time. Steve Winkman and Chris Nelson are going to race. That'll give Tommy Days and Alex Cartman some time in the Rumble. Look at the competition right now. Steve Winkman and Chris Nelson both need some serious catching up to do. And so is number 7. He is in last place at the current moment. But they move up a couple of places because some Chao are going to rest. And the first superstar to get speed boost is Chris Nelson. He is now in 3rd place. And now he's battling for a second with Alex Cartman. What's going to happen now? Tommy Days has a big lead. He is known as Big Cherry. Chris Nelson gets back-to-back speed boosts to start the race. And he's catching up to Big Cherry Tommy Days. We'll see if he will get the lead. Next speed boost belongs to Alex Cartman. And Chris Nelson indeed takes the lead from Tommy Days. And as number 1 gets the next speed boost, looks like Chris Nelson is going to hold off Tommy Days to get 1 point towards qualify. Chris Nelson makes a nail-biter. Tommy Days will finish 2nd, and Alex Cartman will wrap up the top 3. What a deal by Chris Nelson. He will earn 1 point towards qualifying towards the 2015 World Championships. We will present our Emerald courses in a moment, but first, let's have a word from our sponsors. Alright, time for the Emerald course. The first one will feature Antonio Bennett, Jason Hill, Tyler Foltz, and Richard Hasselhoff. Congratulations to Antonio Bennett and Tyler Foltz for winning last week's races, and a special well done to Antonio for being Superstar of the Week with Chris Schneider. Please start the race! Alright, Antonio Bennett is going to rest, so let's watch these 3, Chao. And it looks like Tyler Foltz is going to rest. Oh wait, it's not. Never mind. Well anyway, they're shaking a tree like crazy. And there goes Richard Hasselhoff and Jason Hill. Someone's going to sleep. Dum dum dum. And the first superstar to get the speed boost is number 8. But he's gonna need a lot more help than that if he wants to stuck him to his game. Look at Jason Hill swimming like crazy down the pool. And the next speed boost will be made by number 2. And he turns for a moment. Thus he retains last place. And the next will be made by number 1. And Antonio Bennett needs some serious help to get back in this one. And number 1 pauses for a moment, giving Antonio Bennett some moving up to do. But number 1 gets back-to-back speed boosts. Still in last place though. Meanwhile, back up in front, Jason Hill is safely in 2nd. Richard Hasselhoff has a big lead at the current moment, but that can change in a matter of moments. Meanwhile, Tyler Foltz takes the next speed boost. Jason Hill trying to catch up to Richard Hasselhoff as both of these Chao are climbing up the wall. And number 1, for the 2nd time in this match, is looking to stay alive with a speed boost. And now number 2 is in dead meat here. Jason Hill will have the next command of speed boost. He just got the lead from Richard Hasselhoff. And the next will be made by number 8. And Jason Hill keeps command of the lead from Richard Hasselhoff. And he's running away. So he's going to get his first win of the season. As Tyler Foltz takes the next speed boost, Jason Hill finally puts 1 on the board. Our defending champion, Jason Hill, is back in this one. Richard Hasselhoff takes 2nd place. Tyler Foltz will wrap up the top 3. And number 7 will wrap up the speed boost for this race. Jason Hill is on the board finally. A job well done to our defending champion, Jason Hill. But we're not done yet, let's play some more. This next one will feature Nick Gimmick, Nick Saiwan, Greg Parker, and Casey Raymondson. Casey Raymondson did a fine job getting his best win of his career last week. Let's see if he will keep it up in week 3 of Chao Racing this week. Here's a look at the lineup. It's over to you, Jim. Alright, so are these 4 chat ready to go? Yes, we are. Well then, good luck to all 4 of you. Please start the race. Alright, let's see what happens here. Nick Simon's going west, giving Nick Gimmick, Gray Parker, and Casey Raymondson the opening edge. And it looks like Nick Gimmick is going west. So let's watch Greg Parker and Casey Raymondson. And Casey Raymondson and Greg Parker has control. Yeah, Greg Parker is in control. Casey Raymondson is dancing to the beat. And it looks like the first superstar to get to speed bus is Nick Simon, who needs some catching up to do. And some Chao heading for the water. I see someone is taking a shortcut. Let's see what happens. Greg Parker for the next command on the speed bus. Oh, 2 of our Chao are taking a shortcut. Casey Raymondson and Nick Gimmick. Casey Raymondson has the lead at this point. Nick Gimmick is in 2nd place at the current moment, as number 7 will have the next command on the speed bus. Look at Casey Raymondson. He might get a 2nd win unless Nick Gimmick can somehow catch up to him. We'll find out soon enough. The next speed bus belongs to Greg Parker. That's his 2nd one for today. And it looks like Nick Simon is pausing for a moment, trying to catch his breath every once in a while. And it's back to Greg Parker. That's back-to-back speed bus for Greg Parker so far. That's his 3rd for today. And number 8 is getting all alone in last place, ladies and gentlemen, as number 1 will have the next command on the speed bus. Meanwhile, back up in front, it's a close battle between Casey Raymondson and Nick Gimmick, but I think Casey Raymonson's gonna win this one. Yep, Casey Raymondson is gone, folks. He gets a 2nd consecutive win of the season. Well done to Casey Raymondson. Nick Simon will have the next command on the speed bus, and number 8 is getting all along in last place. Next speed bus belongs to number 7. Nick Gimmick takes 2nd place, and Greg Parker wraps up the top 3. And now number 1 is in dead meat here. We have time for one more speed bus of the race, and it will be made by Nick Simon. So, Casey Raymondson has done it again, and we only got a couple more races left, including our main event. We'll be right back with more. Do not go away. Alright, just a couple more races left this week. Here's the first of them. It'll feature Ben Henderson, Chris Schneider, Norman Feiner, and Dave Miller. Great job to Chris Schneider and Dave Miller for winning last week's races. Who's gonna keep it up this week? We'll find out. Jim. Alright, so good luck to all 4 of you. Please start the race. Alright, there goes the Chao busting down the line. Who's gonna win this race and put one step closer towards being in the 2015 Chao Racing World Championship? Only time will tell. They're shaking a tree now, and it looks like Norman Feiner and Dave Miller are gone. Ben Henderson and Chris Schneider are dancing. And let's see who's gonna get the opening toss in this race. It will be made by Chris Schneider. And there he goes, flying down the aisle. And he's swimming like crazy. And the next POS will be made by number 8, who is in last place, needing some help every now and then. Number 2 is swimming down the aisle like crazy. And Ben Henderson will have the next command of the speed bus, currently in 5th place. Number 7 is getting all alone in last place, as number 1 will have the next command of the speed bus, currently battling number 8 for 5th place. And what's gonna happen? Ben Henderson with a 2nd speed bus now, and down he goes. That's gonna cost some serious points. Chris Schneider and Dave Miller are battling for the lead. Norman Feiner and Ben Henderson are battling for 3rd place. Number 8 with a number turn now, trying to catch up to Norman and Ben at the current moment. and climbing up the wall. What's gonna happen? Number 2, with desperately need help, takes the next speed bus. Now I'll put number 7 in dead meat here. And the next speed bus will be made by Norman Finder. And it's a close battle for the lead right now. According to my calculations, looks like Dave Miller has first place, so he is expected to win this one. As number 7 will have the next command on speed bus. Yep, Dave Miller is your winner for this race. He did it again. 2 wins in a row for Dave Miller. And that's gonna do it. So Dave Miller takes home the title as the winner of this race. And we have time for one more race of the week. Let's do it. It's our main event presented by our friends at Kodak. And for our main event, we have Aaron and Howard Miller, along with Alex Moccasin and the Jersey Devil, John Stevenson. A big congratulations to Aaron Miller, Howard Miller, and Alex Moccasin for each getting last week's victories. The winner is expected to take Superstar of the Week honors for week 3. Here we go. Please start the race. And it looks like Aaron Miller and number 5 is going to rest, which happens to be Alex Moccasin. Now Howard Miller is going to rest. That means number 6 will have full control of this race. That is the Jersey Devil himself, John Stevenson. And what's going to happen now? The first superstar to get the speed bus in this week's main event is number 2. And what's going to happen now? He's decided to take the water. And the next will be made by number 8, who needs some catching up to do. Number 1 is way behind up the crowd here, ladies and gentlemen. What's going to happen now? The next speed bus will be made by the Jersey Devil, John Stevenson himself, from Trenton, New Jersey. That's why he's called the Jersey Devil. Did you know that? Anyway, he is in 2nd place, trying to battle Alex Moccasin for the lead here. And the next speed bus will be made by number 1. He's still needing a lot of help, but he finally got it. Meanwhile, Aaron Miller is trying to hold off to the crowd, as Howard Miller will have the next command on the speed bus. John Stevenson pauses for a moment, and down goes Howard Miller. What's gonna happen now? Alex Moccasin has a big lead right now. Number 2 will have the next command on the speed bus. And number 1 is getting in last place. Next speed bus belongs to Alex Moccasin. And he can't forget about going to rest here. He keeps the lead. John Stevenson and Howard Miller are battling for 2nd at the current moment, as number 2 will have another turn now. And it looks like Alex Moccasin will win this one, so he is expected to be this week's Superstar of the Week for week number 3. As Aaron Miller, the Steel Curtain, with the next speed bus, it is indeed Alex Moccasin who won this week's main event. So he's gonna be this week's Superstar of the Week. Don't touch that dial. We will present our top 5 Superstars of the Week right after a word from this sponsor. So, here's how the top 5 system works. Every week we chose 5 superstars that have done a magnificent job this week. First place will earn 10 bonus points and the honor of Superstar of the Week. Second place will receive 5 bonus points. Third place 3 points. Fourth place 2 points, and 5th place earns 1 point. Places 2nd through 5th are determined by the votes of the primary races. The first place superstar is determined by the winner of the main event. So David, tell us about this week's top 5 superstars. Alright Jim, here are this week's top 5 superstars for week 3 of Chao Racing. At number 5, from Miami, Florida, Vince Dayson. At number 4, from San Francisco, California, Garrett Dayton. At number 3, from Charlottesville, Virginia, Kyle Leachman. At number 2, from Phoenix, Arizona, Casey Raymondson. And at number 1, and this week's Superstar of the Week for Week 3 of Chao Racing, from the great town of Newark, New Jersey, Alex Markison. So, a big congratulations to Alex Markison. He is the Week 3 Superstar of the Week. Well, that's nearly it for now. But before we go, let's say a big hurrah to our Facebook Person of the Week, Larry Newby from Dallas, Texas. He will receive a Sony PlayStation 4 with a pre-order copy of Chao Racing 2014 coming in July. Join us again next week as we present more fun and games. Until then, this is Jim Pickens, speaking for David Glassamy and all my friends here on Chao Racing, saying keep on smiling, and bye for now.